Good morning. How we doing? Just get these headphones on. Nice and comfortable. Right, okay. So, nope, still not right. What we'll do. Right. Well, welcome everybody. Hi, Mech. No, haven't seen you around for a while. How are you doing? How's it going? Oh. Right. Let's have a look. Let me just move this over to here. Doing good. I'm usually on my own stream when you are on, but not tonight. Well, it's good to have you here, and hope the streams are going nicely. I mean, actually, I haven't seen one of your streams, so you'll have to leave me a link so I can tune in and watch. Yeah, good to see you. I've been watching your vids and catching your shorts. Yeah, so I just decided that, you know, when I'm bored on a Sunday, I'll just, I'm kind of practicing, just get the phone out and fire a few shorts off. It's really interesting because people aren't really bothered about quality in terms of like the visual or anything like that. It just seems to be that, you know, I was talking about this to Thomas, something relatable. So I mean, just the stuff where the sound's appalling and but you can see the guitar and the image is really crap quality, just the front camera on your phone. Popular. I mean, I've got one there, 6,500, you know, and for some reason it sparked the imagination of the public. So that's been an interesting experiment. And then I just took like a week off and then made a couple of bits of content just to see how they would go. One video did really well, and one video didn't do so well, and I can't really see why the two things, why they were so different. Why one number was quite low and the other one was quite high for me. You know, there was like one was like 200 nearly, and then the other one was like 1,500 views. So I can't quite figure that out. Apart from, I think the second video I mentioned the first video I mentioned a famous person. Maybe that helped in the title. But they had good retention, both of them. So it's that algorithm thing. I just yeah. Shred shorts are perfect. I'm sure you're getting some traction with. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, you get the odd subscriber off them, but I mean, obviously they're subscribing for more of that, aren't they? And not necessarily for what I'm really about. So in terms of a numbers game, I suppose it's more effective. Just to show them what you're good at, and it will come together for you. Yeah. Tim Hutch, greetings from Veracruz, Mexico. It's now 12 a.m. in America. Wow. And thanks for tuning in. That reminds me, Gilberto, I'm sure you're subscribed. But anybody who hasn't subscribed, if you do subscribe when you're watching this, that would be great. And if you can give a thumbs up, that would be great. There's lots of interesting things to talk about as I progress with these live sessions. So one thing people may have noticed is I've taken a slightly different direction for a bit, and that there is a lot more guitar educational stuff. Okay, so I thought, because obviously primarily I trained to be a music coach, and kind of although I've taught for years, I've decided to do some guitar lessons and do a little bit of teaching, because I think it's a great resource for people. I think it's of high value. I don't think it's of as high a value as being coached to do something, because everybody needs a coach, don't you? I mean, the coaching is where, all of these skills that you learn from me, from YouTube, from your other teachers, that the coach facilitates that, when you're stuck. And that's why coaching is super. When you get proper coaching, that's why it's super, super powerful. I think a lot of times coaching gets mixed up with education, like teaching, like installing a skill into somebody. So a lot of these lives at the minute are about me sharing skills, installing skills into the audience. Okay, that's not a coaching thing. Can get mixed up with consultancy, business consultancy. And it can get mixed up with mentoring. So those are entirely different things. But today's stream, I was bored yesterday, and I had some downtime, and I think I need something new to play. Look what I got. But it also matches the room, this book, which is actually why I got it now. It's pretty good, the speed picking book. I mean, I must admit, I haven't loyally been through all of it, and I'll dip into it and pick interesting things out. But quartal harmony and sustained arpeggio seem to be all trendy these days, and I'm always looking for new sort of arpeggios, getting out of playing. I mean, I just don't play major and minor arpeggios, the old 80s rock way up and down anymore. I used to, though. So I'm always looking for like different little kind of ways of doing arpeggios, different fragments of arpeggios, things like little arpeggio ideas that will cause me to have another idea on top of that. So anything like that is, really good, and I like that. So we're going to do a bit of that today, I think. So although it looks like a lesson, it's kind of loose. We're gonna explore, because the interesting thing is the arpeggios that are in question I haven't really practiced apart from like yesterday when I was setting the stream up. I've stumbled on this, played through it once or twice, thought this is good. I'm going to share it because it's quite exciting. So I think the good thing about this and why I'm sharing it early is because if you watch carefully, you'll probably see how I go from a very early stage of learning something and then start planting it into my playing and trying to look for ways of entering and exiting the new idea. Okay, and I think that's the thing. That's one of the things I was mentioning on previous streams is like, when you learn something new, great, play it with the metronome to learn it. But, if it's inspiring ideas, connect other ideas to it as soon as you can. And another good way of doing that is to use a backing track as a metronome. So you can practice it, in that methodical way. But what you can do is like when you get the end to it, you can do a nice little phrase to exit out of it before going back into the exercise. And also, you're doing something that you're playing in time with some actual music that's happening. So you can play with the groove and you can practice locking in with that. And also you're training your ear for that sound over different chord progressions that you'll pick just using like YouTube instrumentals or Dreamstream. So, you got to think about these things. I think like sometimes we get locked in to and I can see like why some people will use a metronome and not much else and just I'm doing the metronome, right? There's a reason for that. And I think it's to do with certainty, okay? Because you can be very certain of playing with the metronome. I'm playing this and I'm going to play it in time. And it's not the most creative thing, okay? It's just playing something in time with something. But when you're starting to use it in a creative way, i.e., I'm going to play this thing with this music, which I haven't really heard, improvising, and I'm going to create a melody before and after the phrase, then we're now into the world of uncertainty. We don't really know what's going to happen with that because we don't have any future data. So because of that, what I find it does with people, and this isn't just to do with guitar playing, this is like producing music, writing music, all of that, okay? Because we don't have any future data of how successful that's going to be, then the problem with that is people are more likely to subconsciously procrastinate and just stick with the metronome. So I have the certain and uncertain slider, okay, which I go along. And I think it's a good idea to be in the middle, but slightly over, be this way, wouldn't it, to the uncertainty. And the reason we want to do that is because just being on that edge, just being on that outside of your comfort zone, you're going to find new things. It's going to inspire you to find new things. If we're just completely certain all the time, we're not pushing ourselves and we're not going to learn anything. So whatever we do in terms of like learning and moving forward, finding the artist in ourselves, and especially finding the artist in ourselves, it's all going to evolve around being uncertain. And time and time again, I mention this and talk about it. I know I sound like a broken record, but uncertainty is where the artist lives, okay? And limitations. So there's a couple of thoughts for everybody. Yeah, now for anybody else, Simon Evans. I don't know if I said good morning. Great to have you on here. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do a bit of an arpeggio. There's a couple I've spotted actually, out of the book. And the reason I'm doing these is because I keep seeing them on Instagram, and I can't play them. And it's all right. Where am I? Oh, there we go. So there's a couple that look very interesting to me, and one of them, and I might have a look at alternative fingerings for this. This is all very new, but very interesting. So we're in E minor, and what I'm interested in is how this maps over the pentatonic, and my very favourite, adding the ninth note in there into the pentatonic as well, making a hexatonic scale. So to me, that sounds really good. Now, that particular arpeggio is E suspended, and we're starting from the fifth of that note, okay? And the tricky thing about this is there's barring, okay? Now, it's the Frank and Barley things, the sweep picking. It's going to be a thing. Right, so I'll take you through that. And we'll build some music. And we'll try it out and we'll see what it sounds like. So for me, the process of learning arpeggio, play it a few times just to get it under your fingers. And then, you know, I'll get bored and then I'll just want to start making some music out of it, you know. So in terms of learning this, we're going to start from the 7th fret on the 6th string. And we're going to play that B note. And then with the 4th finger, we're going to go to the 12th fret. We're going to bar across 12 and the 2 12. Sorry, I've woken up today. The 6th and the 5th strings. So with our 4th finger, and your picking's going to be up, and then it's going to be down, down. And we're going to do another bar across the 9th fret on the 4th and 3rd strings. Very tricky. Okay, but we're not that asked about speed at this minute. Now, the next bit is, to finish this off, we're going to go with our 3rd finger, and it's going to go at the 14th fret. A bit of a stretch there. Third finger. Then we're going to bar across 12 on the 2nd, 12 on the 1st, and then we can end on 17. Oops, keep using my 4th. My monkey brain's kicking in now and wanting to make some music out of this. Oh, good. Hi, Jeffrey. How are you doing? Showmanship is a huge part of what people's get into. Yeah, I think so. So a great sounding arpeggio that, and that arpeggio is the E suspended 4th, okay? See, just like little fragments like that are great, aren't they? Yeah, I also like that sound. Nunchuck. It's like a little kind of edge of break up thing up ahead. So, did anybody watch the live from yesterday when I went through all of the modes? Just wondering if there's anybody here from yesterday. Because if you have any questions about yesterday's modal stuff, just shout out, because that's like important, isn't it? Got a bit of hair hanging out here. All right. So that's the first of the arpeggios, and there's probably like the other thing I'll probably do is then just for like look for like other places I can kind of play this or kind of create other diatonic versions of it. So I think there's one here. So that'll be like B sus4. So, yep, really enjoying that sound. Very good. So we've got a couple of positions there. Very quickly. Oh, fourth finger keeps coming in. It does categorically say that you use your third finger on that third string. So there's a couple there. Very good. I wonder if there are any more. That's very nice. Yes, there's a whole thing emerging now. So it's great just to play with these. So these are just the same shapes that I'm moving about and using fragments of them, coming up with other melodic ideas. So I really like that because that's the G sus4. So brilliant, it's leading to all kinds of things. Yeah, it does. I mean, I love those kind of little arpeggios. That kind of thing. But there's a point where they almost become like scales, don't they? That's an E minor. That's like an E minor. E minor 11. When you look at that, it's almost a scale, isn't it? So it's nice just to sort of kind of get out of the usual thing, isn't it? Usual arpeggios, major, minor sevens that I use all the time, which are also great. I mean, I almost use those, like thinking of them like a pentatonic scale almost, because I suppose pretty much all the notes are there, bar one. I'm only missing the 4th or the 11th. And the 9th. It's a box breaker move, absolutely. You know, and that's what we want, isn't it? I'm in a bit of a chilled out mood here. What we've got for drums, let's have a look. Oh, that's yesterday's. So that was yesterday's sort of like little jam. Eric Johnson, I suppose, yeah, it is very Eric Johnson-ish, isn't it? But that, I mean, the good thing is it's because it maps so well onto the pentatonic scale that you got all the right notes, haven't you? And it's always going to sound really beautiful. I mean, the next thing will be like cranking it up with some distortion and seeing if we can get it clean, you know. But let's just only get some drums up. Again, I'm always in a vaporwave mood, so I think the vaporwave drums are going to come out. Just find some. That'll do. Sounds. And I need to put a strap on this guitar actually. That's not bad, is it? Bit fast, I think. That's the first one up. Let's try them with some distortion, eh? That's nice. Working good. Right, so we've got a bit of a track to practice against. Philomena Chuck fan? No, never heard of that. Never heard of him, her. The Becoming. Right. 9 Inch Nails. You know, 9 Inch Nails are great, and I have listened to them, but I've never been a massive fan. And I should really listen to them. Roll, pulls, less. That's the trick. Agreed. So yeah, there's one arpeggio I just landed completely in the wrong place, which was another like sustained. I think this one was one. Oh, this is a hard one. Because you're rolling three strings all in once. Check it out. Oops. Right, let's give that a go. This will test the rolling out, for sure. Gonna have to come back to that one. Just play something to get the feel good factor back into my playing after that. Okay, so there was another arpeggio that caught my attention as well. Let me have a look. I'll be with you in a second. Yeah, it was this. It's just basically another flavour of like an E minor 11. So that's like one way I'll do it. But this way, we're doing that, we're adding the 7th in and the 11th. I stumbled on this just before the stream. Very nice. Yes. Let's have a look. 11. Yeah, so it's B minor 11, isn't it? We'll put the 9th in there. As well. But just fits beautifully with all the kind of 3-1-3 pentatonic stuff as well. It's kind of a little off from... Got some country to it. That's interesting. So I wonder what part of that gives the country vibe then. Yeah. Interesting, Save Your Hearts. Yeah, they're great, those octave runs. Love them. I wonder if there's other ways I can play this, like make it more kind of legato-y. That's quite interesting. Pick up that E. Yeah, I'll have to work on that. You've got it, it's there. Let's get into that E now. Oh. Now it's Alan Holtz, isn't it? Now I need to get to an A. And an E. Ah, but then there's a little bar there. Could just cheat and miss a few notes out and do it like that. It's quite good. quite a difficult one to get my head round. Those dead strings live again. Do they sound dead, Saviour? Yep, still getting warmed up. So, any thoughts on these arpeggios? Does anybody have any favourite arpeggios? That like some go-tos? Any go-tos? Any go-to arpeggios? You'll keep it to yourself? Oh, I think you should. I think you should share. Hi, Tanmay, how you doing? So you might find today's session useful. Just dug out a Frank and Barley book, and I was just got interested in some sus4 arpeggios, which sound pretty good. Need a bit of practice, but you know, I was too excited to keep them to myself, so I decided to share them. But it's great because this is what I'll be practicing today, which is great. I have like a little thing to focus on. Yeah. I'm not like massive on the Frank and Barley stuff, but it's certainly been like one of the places that I've studied when it's come to economy picking. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so just check back and you'll see those arpeggios. All right. He had a big impact back in the day, but massively underrated. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to find a digitized. I really want to watch his first video, and I can't find a digitized version of it to get anywhere. There's like DVDs on Amazon, but that's no good because I've got a DVD player. I just want to go and buy it, the original one. The one where he's wearing the black leather trousers and he's got the the yellow guitar, yellow Ibanez. That's the video. That's the one I want to see. I tell friends Stevie Ray Vaughan is the worst player ever when we groove. Interesting. I tell friends Stevie Ray Vaughan is the worst player ever when we groove. Why would you do that? So are you tapping into fusion stuff these days? Yeah, I am. I've kind of I put my hands up and I said, you know, that like I've been pulling from fusion. I mean, don't get me wrong, I haven't got any intentions of playing fusion or going into a fusion style, but certainly I get very bored with rock and I need to pull from different things to keep me going. So that's definitely happened, without a doubt. And I suppose like even the 3-1-3, 2-1-2 stuff, all of that has come from fusion players. So yeah, taking stuff from fusion, putting them into a rock context, works great. Yeah, it teaches us. It teaches us some great phrasing. Yeah, so I'm learning a lot from that, and just playing things that you wouldn't normally play, and it's challenging in a good way, isn't it? So yeah, I've been, players like, I suppose Rick Graham is kind of fusion, but rock. Certainly Tom Quayle. I've been like checking his stuff out. In fact, when I was learning about sort of enclosures, I used like a lot of his stuff for that to get my head around it. So that's getting very fusiony there, isn't it? Jeffrey likes. You like the Arpeggios on House of the Rising Sun? Yes. It's like House of the Rising Sun's one of the first songs I learned. It's interesting, isn't it, that some of the great rock players came from a classical background, yeah, but not surprising. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a great rock player, but I had to go to classical guitar lessons. It was the only way I was ever going to rock. My parents were like, "Oh, you're going to have to learn properly," because they just considered learning guitar properly meant you had to go to classical lessons. So I was put through that, and I'm glad as well, because I learned sort of discipline, learned about technique, learned how to practice in terms of purposeful and deliberate practice. So all of that was installed into me at a very early age. Well, I hope they have. Dead South. No, I should check it out. I say these things and then I kind of forget. But yeah, so Tanmay, you'll have a favourite arpeggio you can share with us, can't you? You'll have one, I'm sure. I mean, mine's definitely that. Oh, hey. I started with Indian classical music, but got bored really quickly. Sounds very interesting though. Lack of harmony. Ick. Jeffrey Boyle's heard of Dead South. Very good. Great lesson on modes last night. Thanks. Yeah, no, it was a pleasure. I just thought it would like be a good thing to do. So at least on this channel, it's all sort of in one place, correctly labeled. So, yeah, I know a lot of people like can get quite confused with modes. So hopefully that'll end some of the confusion. I prefer playing a -7 on the low E and A strings. Right, what are the coordinates? E. I'm not sure what they are, tell me. But, you know, we could have something like that. Which is not like the one I kind of play very often. And you repeat that the same octave, yeah. Okay, so I've probably got a similar thing there. That's the shape, yeah. So you can do major 7-1. The 1-2 fingerings there, but yeah. 9 to 52, half step down. Never really done the half step down tuning. It's just a compatibility with playing improvising over backing tracks, isn't it? That's the shape. You can play a dominant 7th in the same kind of shape, yeah. Let's have a look. So we've got major 7, dominant 7th. Something like that. Praise you shall be. I don't understand how much of what is said here, but yeah, I find it very interesting. Well, that's good. Aussie horns. Arch projection music. Hi Hutch, been watching as I get ready for bed time here in the States. Very good. What a great way to go to bed. Is Mike here? Not sure. Oh, Mike is here, yeah. Oh, well, I'm going to play a track, I think. Let's see what we got. Whew. Tough tune to play on that, isn't it? Right, okay, let's have a look. The F sharp is a tasty note selection. That must be the wrong note I played. Maybe if I used it as a passing tone, that would have been better. Definitely one of Arch Projection's favourite notes. And there's Xavier saying try. Is that for me? Try harder. Good point. In that context, I'll be thinking A minor being the fourth of E minor key. Okay. Only E sharps play C. E's right. I haven't checked Twitch in a long time. How's the response there? I don't really check. I mean, I stream, I dual stream, but I never really bother with Twitch, if that makes any sense. So I don't see many people here from Twitch. And when they do come over, I tell them to just subscribe to the YouTube channel. So, I mean, at some point, I'll probably just not even bother with Twitch, because it's not like a thing anymore with me, I think. It's a compliment. Oh, there's WC. I'm late. Did you sleep in? Or just... Actually, I don't know what time zone you're in. Hi, E-string. Yeah, WC. So just being generally sort of the theme of today, although I haven't really stuck to it massively, was if you go back and you watch this, is I was just showing everybody a couple of arpeggios that I've been enjoying working on today. So just 2 arpeggios that I learnt sort of very briefly last night and then decided to base a live stream on them. Yes, I do multi-stream. Have you considered multi-stream within YouTube itself? I think many people watch and prefer vertical streams. Yes, well, I didn't, right, okay, I see what you mean. I never realised you could do a vertical stream as well. Like, how would I do that? I use Ecamm. I'm going to look into it because that's really interesting. You've got me thinking. Yeah, right. On yesterday's mode lesson was exciting. That's great. So WC. I mean, right. Was there anything that particularly jumped out to you, WC, on that lesson yesterday? Was there anything that really caught your attention? And was there anything that I explained that caused more confusion that I need to clarify today? I used to stream on both horizontal and vertical using Streamlabs OBS, right? All right. Good night, Arch. Have a nice sleep. Let's try another track. Yeah. Let's do that. made somewhat of a comeback. I haven't played on that in ages. I think I've done that, Tanmay. That slide was sick. That was a happy accident. I think when Tim gets enough subs, he can do a member stream for live Q&A, even a group session. So I've already got, I've already got enough subs to set up a members section to do that. But I'm not so fussed about putting things behind a paywall. I just like everything on this channel for now just to be free. Because I think the thing for me is the coaching has the higher value, and I'm quite happy to teach and give all of that away on a live for free. We've done that as well on School of McRock. So that's been a thing. Occasionally, we'll both get together, and I'm sure that'll be a thing happening again soon. Definitely. Right, it's coffee time, isn't it? Oh, I sat in this position with the guitar, and I'm like, I need to get up and have a walk around. All right, what should we talk about? Who's your favorite guitarist? Oh, I don't know. I really like Alan Holdsworth, but like I haven't got a clue what's going on. So I really like Alan Holdsworth. I really like Richie Kotzen. Definitely him. I've been listening to a bit of Greg Howe. Again, these are rock fusion players, aren't they? I had a question about wins, problems, opportunity. Understanding, writing down my wins and problems every day, but don't know what the opportunity. Right. So basically, what opportunities are from your problems. Okay. So for all of your problems, what you want to do is you want to, for every problem that you've got, preferably, you want to come up with a solution that you're going to try out, or at least multiple solutions to fix the problems that you're experiencing. So those are the opportunities, because opportunities come from problems. That's how we create new knowledge for ourselves. So we create new knowledge for ourselves by solving problems. That's what that means, Tammy. Does that make it more clear? You can have wins, problems, opportunity. Yeah. I was pissed when you did. All right. Hi, Saviour. Saviour. I was pissed when he did that. Have you been drinking? My favourite kind of. All right. It's quite interesting. Very good. Brian Wonder, it frames problems differently. Yeah, because basically, it's solving problems. It creates new knowledge. So, I mean, this is like comes from being influenced by David Deutsch, the physicist philosopher. Okay, this is where this kind of idea comes from that I've used. But it's like that exchange of crap problems, isn't it? To having really good problems. That's what we're interested in. Instead of obstacles, they become... Yeah, it's interesting that you say obstacles, because back in the day with coaching, we used to go, we don't have problems, we'll have challenges. And then that would give you this feeling of like you're going to dodge under it or over the challenge to get to what you want. But actually just facing the problem and kind of working with that, you know? So for me, you know, my problems are, you know, for wins, I'm really enjoying playing those. So the arpeggios that I brought in today's session. So this kind of thing, I've brought those in early on, introduced them to everybody, not being able to play them properly, but also I was able to sort of improvise and come up with like multiple ideas. So these are all sort of like wins, you know, and also I've committed to learning that now. But by actually just playing them on this live in front of everybody, it's highlighted a lot of problems in the technique. So like one thing that I'm obviously going to work on is stuff with this barring. So that's, you know, and I'm really excited about that because that's my micro practice. I can work on this all day now, you know. And then that brings up sort of one note arpeggios, doesn't it? So I'm gonna want to play all of those. You see, that's really cool. So now I've got 2 arpeggios, so they're there. I'm getting excited. I want to try them out now. I can try them out, can't I? So, something to work on. And I'll soon have that into shape. Yeah, so okay, so I think I need to explain about this channel. This channel is not about being popular, okay? I'm not concerned about having loads and loads of followers, and I'm not really concerned about doing a wide, you know, I could sit here and go, right, well, you know, I just copy whatever YouTubers are doing and reactions to other people's music and stuff like that. And I have no real interest in that at all. And then the numbers, yes, it would get more numbers onto the channel, but I would attract people that aren't going to be really interested in the things that I'm interested in. What I'm interested in is creativity, right? And I'm interested in exploring those ideas. I'm interested in helping people create music and finish as much music as they humanly possibly can, and helping people just connect with the world with the music. That's all I'm concerned about, okay? I'm not interested in comparisons. I'm interested in helping people become artists. That's what this is all about. So that's why I have the coaching. So if people kind of, you get to know me on here, and then if you want to take things further and you want to join a coaching group, then you can join the coaching group, and then you can have a look at sort of making a career for yourself as a musician through that. So that's what I'm really, really interested in. So it's not about the big numbers, but it is about getting people who are like-minded, who are interested in that sort of thing. And you know, you don't have to go into a coaching group, because you can come on this channel and there's lots of free information. I'm sharing ideas, good ideas and bad ideas, and you know, Hutch's deluded ideas that like don't work. So there's all this kind of thing, but it's all part of just being a living breathing musician. You know, like today's session was a bit, but I'm not bothered because that's the reality, is it? You know, I'm not bothered if it like, you know, if like a load of people unsubscribed because they didn't like what I was doing today. I'm not bothered because it's as much of attracting people as it is disqualifying people. It's the hard reality, because what I want is a community of people who are interested in bettering themselves musically and connecting with the world in a really positive way. And I've got to be really sort of brutally honest about that. So it's not, this isn't a popular thing. But if I wanted to be popular, then I wouldn't do, and I just wouldn't be like this at all. I'd be like jumping out of aeroplanes with my guitar and stuff and trying to play a Metallica cover, you know. You do something like that. I'd just go crazy, you know, just start. New octave, yeah. Yeah, so it's understandable like why I do that, because there's plenty of that stuff, you know. I think this is, yeah, Mr. B might do that, yeah. No, he can, you know, so I'm just, it's not, you know, because if I was wanting to be popular, I would be doing a pretty bad job of it on this channel, wouldn't I? Oh, you were pissed. Never mind. It happens. Letting your hair down. But yeah, so God, look at the time. Wow. So anybody who you know, if you've enjoyed today, do like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. If not, I'll be seeing everybody on here tomorrow morning. It'll be another sort of studio session. Just going to be a regular studio session. Chill out, bit of a chat, play some tunes, and then I better get a hold of Thomas because I think we're live. Oh God, I'm reading the wrong. The opportunity is the solution. What you're going to do to solve the problem. Oh, yeah. Respect your approaches and information. That's why we love to stick around. Thank you. What time is it in the Shire here? It's yeah, it's 7:30. Time for my walk. It was like live radio. He wasn't good enough. Yeah, I'm in the UK. So yes, and just again, anybody who's interested in joining a music coaching group, that is the flagship thing I do. That's the thing that's, you know, if you want to make tons of music, to play your guitars over, or if you're an electronic musician and you don't do any of that, it's the place for you to go and, you know, make tons of music. So just send me an email, join the Discord, and, you know, we can get things going. Thank you, Jeffrey. The email should be in the description. If not, it's in the about. And there's always the Discord. So there's a link to the Discord in the about for this channel as well, so you can join there. All right, then. That's me done. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. All right, then. Bye.